Hello and welcome back to the channel where we have a good story to start off the day, and that is that Black Adam powers to a $67 million opening this last weekend. Now you may recall that last week when I covered the story of the Bros movie, I did cover what a horrible month September was for the box office. In fact, September's box office was the lowest in 25 years, pulling in only $275 million. Not counting September of 2020 when everything was shut down, that is the lowest monthly total in 25 years, and it is the first time since 1997 that the box office take was under $350 million. Now, will October turn out to be differently? Well, I can't say exactly where it's going to turn out for sure, but one thing that is definitely going to help, and that I predicted would help, would be the opening of Black Adam. Black Adam opening this weekend at $67 million. Of course, it still has a long way to go. On a $200 million budget, this thing needs to make $400 million just to break even. $67 million isn't exactly an auspicious start, but it's a good start. Hopefully Black Adam actually picks up steam from here. But so far it seems like critics aren't loving this movie. We can see right here that Black Adam only pulled in a 39% amongst the critics. But look at the audience score, 90%. People are absolutely loving this movie. And if we go and look at the audience score, that 90% is amongst verified audience members. If we go to all audience, we actually see it's even higher, 92%. Now that's just a little bit higher, so there's not a huge difference. Basically, between audience and verified audience, this thing is getting a 90%. That is a legitimate score, and that means that this isn't a result of some kind of review bombing, review brigading, people trying to pump up these numbers just to own the critics. People just like this movie. It's just a great popcorn movie, a nice way to finish out before we get into the wintertime here. And you gotta wonder why the critics don't like this movie. We see that top critics hated it even more than all critics, with top critics only giving it a 29%, all critics coming in at 39%. Like I said, you gotta wonder why the critics don't love this movie. Well, I'm gonna tell you why they don't like it, and that's because this movie isn't pushing the message. This movie hasn't got some narrative that it's trying to put out there in front of the story. It's just a good action popcorn movie, just a fun movie to go and watch. And of course, if the movie's not lecturing you, then the critics aren't going to like it, because that seems to be the only fucking thing that they like these days. They want to be lectured to, even though you don't. But now let's go and see Black Adam on IMDb, and if we see this again, I'm wondering why they don't like it, because as it turns out, this movie is extremely diverse. Look at this. Dwayne Johnson, Aldous Hodge as Hawkman. We have Noah Centineo and Sarah Shahi, Contessa Swindle as Cyclone. And that's interesting, as I believe Cyclone is a race-swapped character. But it doesn't seem to be an issue because it's not being used, again, to push this message or to push this narrative. Sure, it's a race-swapped role, but no agenda, no messaging, no narrative pushing, and of course, if you don't do that, then the critics aren't going to like it. Where is their lecture from the Church of Woke? Now let's go and look at the article here from Deadline. Dwayne Johnson's long-in-the-making dream DC project has paid off for the People's Champion as Black Adam has conquered a hot $67 million US opening, the best domestic box office start for him as a solo star, and it was a $140 million global worldwide opening. That's ahead of where we were seeing it, so that's ahead of predictions. The success of Black Adam is truly a dream come true. We've been working towards this family goal here at $7 for 15 years, applying every bit of experience we've acquired over the years to help bring this project to life. The movie collected $23.7 million on Saturday, back out those Thursday previews of $7.6 million from Friday's $26.7 million, and Saturday really is up 24% from Friday. What happened? Well, late night shows were powerful. Family audiences came out, And there was a lot of walk-up business in the West and the South. And there was a great turnout by Latino and Hispanic audiences at 26% and Black audiences at 20%. Again, owing to the fact that this is a diverse cast and yet not a woke movie. So again, you can just have entertainment with a diverse cast. Hell, you can even race swap a character with as a part of your diverse cast, and as long as you do that, but you don't include all these woke messaging, then people appreciate a simple movie where they can go and be entertained and have some popcorn and watch and suspend their disbelief and just have a good time without getting their Church of Woke sermon. So there you have it. Worldwide box office pulling in $140 million. Definitely a strong start to Black Adam. Now, will this continue or will this fall off? It's a big question for me because, as we all know, next weekend is Halloween. So I'm not sure how this movie is going to fare on Halloween weekend. And that unfortunately could mean that it doesn't have as big of a box office. Now, I'm hoping that people continue to turn out for it anyways, because again, if we want to see movies like this that are just fun action movies without woke messaging, then obviously we need to reward them when they do come out, and we need to go see these movies. But that's all I have for now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? Have you seen Black Adam? Do you plan to go see it? For me, I do plan to go see it. I am going to see if I can sneak away today or tomorrow and try and actually see this movie, because that's probably the only time I'm going to have. And honestly, I'm optimistic about enjoying this movie. From what I've seen and from the trailers, I was very optimistic. Now, I've been fooled in the past. It fooled me with the Mobius trailer, which was absolutely horrible movie. But the early feedback from this movie is encouraging with its 90% audience score, and that's the verified audience score. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime, if you want to continue to smash the narrative the way Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is absolutely smashing the box office this last weekend, then please click the like, share, and subscribe buttons. We're currently pushing for 1,000 subscribers, closing in on 700. If you're enjoying the content, then you can help a small channel out immensely by clicking the subscribe button. That's all I have for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.